Hello everyone, welcome back to Bioschool. This is Gayatri. In today's session, we are going to learn about pseudo-dominance. In my last video, I have explained what is incomplete dominance and codominance. So let's begin and know in details about pseudo-dominance. Pseudo means what? Pseudo means false. So pseudo-dominance means false dominance. Okay. So if you have remembered the law of dominance, what it says? Law of dominance it says if in an individual one dominant allele is present, then this dominant allele it will express its character. This dominant allele it will express irrespective of the presence of recessive allele. So the dominant alleles it can express in heterozygous condition, also in homozygous condition, right? But the recessive alleles it can express only in homozygous condition. Only in homozygous condition the recessive alleles can get expressed, right? So what is pseudodominance? In pseudodominance, only one copy of recessive allele express its character, express its phenotype. Okay, in pseudodominance, only one copy of recessive allele is able to express its phenotype. That means here the recessive allele it mimics the expression of dominant. That's why it is known as the pseudo-dominance. Okay. In pseudo-dominance, if only one copy of recessive allele is present, the other one is though absent, then in that condition, the recessive allele it will express its phenotype. That means it mimics the dominant pattern. As here we can see the law of dominance. It says that only the dominant allele, if it is present only one copy, then it will express its character. Okay, but for the expression of recessive allele, it should be present in homozygous condition. Okay, but in pseudodominance, a single copy of recessive allele it express its phenotype. Okay, so where we can see the pseudodominance? Pseudodominance condition you will see in hemizygous. So what is hemizygous? Hemi means half, right? Hemi means half. In diploid organisms, okay, in diploid organism, for a particular character, let's say this one is the chromosome, and in a diploid organism, for example, for a particular gene, there are two alleles are present. Let's say for height, two alleles are present. Okay, it may be the two dominant allele, two recessive allele, or one dominant and one recessive allele. This is the condition in diploid organism. But in hemizygous condition, what will happen? Only one allele is present and the counterpart is absent. Okay. Where we can see the hemizygous condition? Hemizygous condition you will find in male. In male, the sex chromosome is X and Y, right? So, the 6 genes that are present in X chromosome have only one allele, as its counterpart is absent. Okay, so this is known as hemizygous. Okay, so hemizygous you will find in male X chromosome. Okay, so in the X chromosome, the genes that are present have only one allele and the counterpart is absent. So it is known as the hemizygous condition. So pseudodominance you will find here in the X-linked recessive disorders in male. Let's take one example. One example is hemophilia. Hemophilia, it is a X-linked recessive disorder. Okay, let's say the mother is hemophilic mother. Okay, mother, and father is normal. Okay, mother is hemophilia, so I'm writing here it as an red, and father is normal. Father is normal means X chromosome is normal. Okay, and mother is hemophilia. So for expression of recessive trait in female, it should be present in homozygous condition, but okay, in male the single copy of X chromosome it is able to express the disease. So let's cross them. So here you can see the males. The male they inherit one X chromosome from mother, and here this X chromosome, though it is present alone or single copy of X chromosome, it is able to express. Okay, that's why the males are hemophilia. So here the recessive allele alone is able to express its character, and it mimics the dominant pattern. It mimics the dominant pattern. That's why it is known as pseudo dominance. Okay, but let's see in case of females. In females they inherited one X chromosome, this one from mother and this is from father. Similar here. And in the female the females are here carriers for hemophilia. They are carrier for hemophilia. Okay, because in females, in order to be hemophilic, they need the expression of both the X chromosome. Okay, but here only one X chromosome is recessive. Okay, so it is in heterozygous condition, so they are acting as a carrier. Okay, so in female it's to be hemophilic it should be homozygous recessive, but in case of male to be hemophilic only one copy of recessive allele is enough to express the character. Okay, so this is known as the pseudodominant. And another example is color blindness, that is also a X-linked recessive disorder. So color blindness in male, single copy or one copy of recessive allele, it will express. So this is also an example of pseudodominance. Not only in X-linked recessive disorder, in case of male you will find pseudodominance. You can get it in also in autosomes. So let's say this one is the chromosome, and for a particular character the genes are present here. Okay, you can find pseudodominance in autosomes also. So where we will find, let's say somehow this portion is deleted. Okay, so in autosomal deletion you will find the pseudodominance. If this portion of chromosome is deleted, then what will happen? Here only the single allele is present, one allele is present, the other allele that is deleted. So here the one allele, if it is a recessive allele, then also it will express. So this is also example of pseudodominance. In pseudodominance, a single copy or one copy of recessive allele, it expresses its character as it mimics the dominant pattern. That's why it is called as pseudodominance. Hope this video will help you in understanding what is pseudodominance and where can we find the pseudodominance condition. So this is all about pseudodominance. If you like this video, then please do subscribe and stay connected for more such informative videos. Bye bye. See you in my next video. Till then, keep learning.